Welcome and thanks so much for joining us today. I'm Mackenzie Watson from Quick Organics, and today we're going to walk you through something we're really proud to share, the Common Organic System Plan, or Common OSP. If you're a certifier or work in certification, this is for you. We're going to cover where the Common OSP came from, who helped build it, where it stands with the NOP, and then we'll show you how it lives inside the Quick Organics platform. Let's get into it.
Hi, everybody. I'm Connie Carr. I work with Quick Organics, and I've spent most of my career in the organic certification world. These days, I focus on helping make certification systems simpler, more efficient, and a little less painful for everyone involved. Together, we're going to walk through everything you need to know about the Common OSP and how Quick Organics fits into it. Here's what we'll cover. We'll start with the problem that the Common OSP was designed to solve, then walk through what it actually is and where things stand with the National Organic Program. And from there, we'll show you how Quick Organics is built around it. And we'll close with the different ways certifiers are working with us. So let's get started. Let's start with the problem that got us here. If you've been in organic certifications for any amount of time, you know this story. Every certifying agency has its own organic system plan format. Different fields, different structures, different requirements, and it ends up being a patchwork of formats that make things harder than they really need to be for everybody. For producers certifying with more than one agency, this means maintaining separate plans for each certifier. For certifiers, it means receiving inconsistent submissions. There is no standard structure. There's no predictable layout, and a lot of back and forth just to get what you need. And for producers in general, well, they're spending way too much time on the paperwork than managing their own actual operations. And that's the problem that the Common OSP has really been designed to solve. So how did we get here? The Common OSP didn't come from one single organization sitting in a room deciding what everybody else should be using. It was actually built by the industry, for the industry. Quick Organics was one of the driving forces and co-creators of the Common OSP, alongside the Accredited Certifiers Association, or ACA, and as well Wolf & Associates. But equally important were all the people from across the organic sector who brought real-world experience to the table. That included certification staff, inspectors, consultants, and several producers themselves. This was a truly genuine collaboration. People who deal with OSPs every single day, reviewing them, completing them, inspecting against them, they were all part of shaping what the Common OSP became. It's that breadth of input that is what is making this so meaningful to me. It's not a tool that was designed in isolation or in a bubble. It actually reflects how organic operations actually work in the field.
So let me walk you through how the development actually happened. It started where all good solutions start, with clearly identifying the problem. Across the industry, it was recognized that the fragmented OSP landscape wasn't serving producers or certifiers well. Something needed to change. From there, a coalition formed. Quick Organics, ACA, Wolf & Associates, and contributors from across the sector. Certification staff, inspectors, consultants, and producers came together with a shared goal. The real work happened through collaboration. Working groups gathered real-world feedback, reviewed existing OSP formats from certifiers, and worked to identify the core elements that every organic system plan actually needs. The things that are consistent regardless of who you certify with or what you produce. And through that process, consensus emerged. One standardized format, field tested across different operation types and certifier requirements. Not perfect for every edge case, but a solid shared foundation that the whole industry can work from. And here's some exciting news. On May 12th, at the National Organic Standard Boards meeting, the USDA National Organic Program officially announced the Common OSP, and soon it will be posted on the USDA website as the Organic System Plan, meaning it carries the full weight of NOP recognition. What this means for certifiers is it means you can accept the Common OSP from your producers with confidence. This isn't a third-party format or an industry workaround. It's the plan the NOP is putting its name behind. For producers, it means confidence that completing a Common OSP meets their certification requirements. They're not doing something off to the side. They're using a format that has been vetted at the national level. And for the industry more broadly, it's a shared foundation. When producers move between certifiers or work with multiple certifiers, there's now a consistent structure everyone can work from. Now let's show you what this looks like. Quick Organics is the platform where the Common OSP comes to life digitally. And I want to be clear about what that means for certifiers specifically. When your producers are using Quick Organics, what you receive from them is more organized, more consistent, and more complete. When users log in, they are first met with their dashboard. This provides an overview of their operation and information in Quick Organics as a whole. You can see any upcoming tasks that have been created and assigned, pending items to complete, the status of their OSP completion, quick log activities, recent activities that have been completed, and any submissions. Now let's dive into the good stuff. First, the OSP tool itself. When a producer opens the Common OSP in Quick Organics, they see the standardized fields and sections, exactly the structure that was developed through this cross-industry process. Within the modules, you cannot complete sections or the module completely until all required questions and information has been answered. You can move around using the section headers at the top and return back to finished sections as needed. You might see sections that, depending on their response, additional questions appear. You might also see sections that do not apply to your operation, and you can select the not applicable option to complete that section. At the end of each module, you will be shown a review screen for you to verify your answers before submitting. Users also cannot generate their OSP until all required modules have been completed. The option to generate your OSP won't appear until you have completed every required module. This is one way to ensure clients are submitting complete applications to certifiers the first time. Once generated, submissions can be handled directly in the Quick Organics platform, or users can download their documents and email them or upload them to the appropriate portal. Now let's get into the activity tracker. Ongoing record keeping lives here. Producers can log activities throughout the season, which supports their OSP and gives them and you a running record of what's happening on the operation. Less chasing, more clarity. You can view it as a list, or you can do the calendar view here. You can also sort by activity type and the land that the activity occurred on. There are different activities here for different scopes and general activities for more business-related activities. If there is an activity that you would like to track but you don't see listed here, you can create a custom activity. Now let's create one as an example. Let's go ahead and go into a planting activity. Let's say it was blueberries. Jeez. And we'll say northern high bush to be specific. The planting location will be our home field. And let's say it was 2 acres planted. If it occurred over more than one date, you can check this box and then edit your dates from there. Let's say this happened on the 25th. If you have additional information you would like to include here, you can. You also have the option to upload any supporting documents such as a seed tag or even a photo. When we click create, we see our new activity here. And when we go to calendar view, we will see it listed there as well. Now lastly, the digital filing cabinet. Once they have generated their OSP, all of those documents and attachments will be in this OSP modules folder. But they can use this as their own digital filing cabinet and upload any documents they want. All of the producer's supporting documents, input, materials, certificates, receipts, records are stored and organized in one place. When inspection time comes around, everything is there, not scattered across email threads, Google Drive folders, shoe boxes. The result for certifiers is submissions that are better organized from the start. That saves time on your end and reduces the back and forth that slows down the review process. And that's on the producer side. But Quick Organics isn't just built for producers. There's a certifier side too. And I want to show you what that looks like. So as a certifier, you have the option to use your own dashboard where you can see all of your clients using Quick Organics in one place. You can pull up any producer's account, review their OSP submission, and see any changes they've made to their OSP over time. So you always have visibility into what's been updated and when. In the clients section, you can see all of your clients using Quick Organics. You can look into their count to see an overview, look into more details such as their OSP progress, map, land, facilities, and you can even view as an operator to see exactly what they're looking at. You can also manage who on your team has access. You can grant access to additional staff and assign their role, such as admin, inspector or reviewer, or support. You can also select which clients they have access to. So if you have an inspector who only works with a certain subset of your producers, you can edit their access accordingly. From your certifier dashboard, you can also communicate directly with your clients. You can send announcements and reminders out to your producer base, whether that's a reminder about an upcoming deadline or a general update. You can also send direct messages and receive direct messages with individual producers all in the platform. And while this starts with the Common OSP, occasionally a certifier will have an additional addendum or an extra form that they want to include. You can include those as well by importing them or adding an additional module and applying it to your account. So all of this comes to you at no additional cost. Again, the certifier side is completely optional for you to use. Your producers can simply download their documents and send to you or upload to your appropriate portal.
Thank you, Mackenzie. That was really exciting to see. Working with Quick Organics looks different depending on where your agency is and what makes sense for your operations. So we built 4 different levels, and there's no wrong place to start. Level 1 is just awareness. Be aware. You know Quick Organics exists, and when a producer operations asks about the Common OSP or needs a better way to manage their records year-round, you have somewhere to point them. That's it. Nothing required on your end. Level 2 is active recommendation. You're telling your operations that this is a tool for completing the Common OSP and staying inspection ready. We provide the materials, all the one-pagers, email templates, all your talking points, so you're not building anything from scratch. We make it easy for you. Level 3 is co-marketing. That's a co-marketing partnership. We work together on communications to your client base, whether that be emails, webinars, newsletters. You're the certifier giving producers and operations the tools to stay ready. We just provide the platform that makes it possible. Level 4 is a full partnership where Quick Organics becomes the standard for your certified operations. 2 of the largest certifiers in the United States are already here. Their producers arrive at inspection more organized, documents requests have dropped significantly, and onboarding their full client base was something our team handled right alongside with them. At level 4, you get dedicated account management, hands-on onboarding support, co-branded materials, and a direct line to our team as we continue building.
And that's a wrap on the Common OSP overview. We covered a lot today, from the patchwork problem that sparked this initiative, to the cross-industry coalition that built the solution, to the NOP status, and finally to how it all looks inside Quick Organics. If you have questions about the platform, about how this fits your certification workflow, or anything else, we'd love to hear from you. You can find the sign-up link at quickorganics.app, and if you need support or just want to talk through how this could work for your clientele, reach out to us at hello@quickorganics.com. Thanks for your time and for everything you do to support organic producers. We'll see you out there.
See you out there.